Hi guys, and welcome to a reading with Cate. I'm so excited to do this reading for you guys. I haven't been doing any YouTubes in a while, but I'm very, very happy to be back. So let's get right into this reading. This is a collective reading, so if you're here right now and you've made it to this message, then this reading is definitely for you. I manifest that all these readings that I do go out to all the right people and reach them just in the right amount of time. So here we go. Let's do our reading together. I'm immediately getting the energy of past life and like a resurgence of sorts that's happening. So let's see what this is about. We've got the precious present moment. So I feel like a lot of you guys are really diving into the present moment right now in general. Like it's something that has become kind of almost like your new home. And I feel like that's mostly because a lot of the things that you've been living have been in the past. Like they've been things that you've been trying your best to kind of block out or get rid of is what I'm hearing. And when I see this beautiful card here in the number 29, number 2 is the number of having faith in your angels and your spirit guides and remaining balanced. And the number 9 is about completion. I feel like, you know, a completed balance is what you're really aligning with. It's like, I am coming into balance with who I really am, who I am as a person, who I want to be, and I get to enjoy my life. The deck I'm using right now for the start of this is the Intuitive Whispers Oracle, and I'm starting with Oracle, and then I'll do some tarot later. But yeah, you guys are really working hard on that present moment. Maybe a lot of meditation. Look at this. As I say that, your mind, your body, and your soul. And then again, 2-2. So that 2-2, and I feel like I should line it up like this. That 2-2 over here for that, your mind, your body, your soul is definitely further confirming that, you know, a lot of you guys' time is spent in your head. So you're like, might as well spend it doing something that I like. You know what I mean? Might as well spend it in a way that feels good, not in a way that feels stressful or tiresome. Because I do feel that a lot of you guys' energy has been spent on other people. It has been spent in ways that were not serving you. There's a giant plane flying by overhead. So some of you guys could be thinking about moving on from something else, or even traveling or going, you know, somewhere farther from where you normally would be. And I feel like there is a lot to be said about somebody who's brave enough to make these moves for themselves, especially when they've been kind of overwhelmed with the concern of others. I feel like you guys are caretakers. You're people who take care of other people, and being able to experience, you know, life in a present way has been almost a relief, very much a sense of freedom for you guys. So congratulations on experiencing some of that. Source, can you tell me a little bit more about this message and why the past life is coming up? Because, you know, past life, you know, when I think about it, past life doesn't have to do all the time with your past lives that you lived before this one. Past life can just mean, you know, particularly like yesterday or a month ago, you know. Take this one, Source. No, she's not. All right, there we go. There's our next card. And then we've got another number 2, number 21, spacious mind and soul. Yeah, you are really expanding. And look at the circles here. So circles could be significant. Even like the moon could be very significant for you guys. But I see this spacious mind and soul, and it makes me think immediately that there is an expanded awareness, and you're being able to see more, experience more, know more, right? And knowing more doesn't, again, it doesn't always mean that like you got a whole bunch of information, like you're studying a lot, like you might be, but really what this is just expanding your mindscape, expanding the ability to take information, to be more, right? Also knowing that like your past self, like your past life, like when we started talking about this in the beginning and coming into this precious present moment, you're letting that space, that stuff go so you can make space for new things, right? Making a spacious mind, a spacious soul, like having the space to invite more abundance into your life. Okay, I'm gonna put this deck away for a second and pull out some tarot to clarify some of these cards, but it feels like, you know, you're in a really good spot, my friend. You feel, it feels very freeing for you right now. I'm very impressed with the amount of work that you've done. And I literally split the deck and look at this. Four of Fire, Four of Wands, prosperity, contentment, celebration. It's celebration time for you, baby, which I love to hear. I love when celebration comes up, because that means that, you know, we've leveled up, we've moved forward. And look, the Strength card, number 11, but also a 2 coming out here as I split the deck. Courage, compassion, and perseverance. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, let's see. What are our confirmation cards here? Yes. Okay. Love seeing this. Let's scooch these guys up so you can actually see what I'm doing here. Okay, source is saying put this one in the center. We've got wise counselor first. Oh my gosh. Belonging, learning, traditions. What did I say about learning something new? Like maybe, again, you guys have been sitting in a lot of meditation. Maybe that has been making space. You've been letting go of a lot of things. And I think this wise counselor also could represent like someone coming into your life that is going to be a sort of counselor or a mentor or somebody who will be able to help you out in this new expanded awareness, or attracting someone, or even you being this wise counselor for others. Regardless, I feel like you've been taking on wise counsel from a lot of your guides and knowing that they've got your back instead of relying on necessarily other people's advice. Because the thing is that other people can give you advice, but when you really are listening to your soul and your spirit, only you are the one who can really, really tap into what you really need. You know what I mean? Because nobody's living your life. Nobody knows exactly what you're meant to experience but you. And so when I see this wise counselor, I think that's what you're becoming, and you're teaching other people that too. And you're finding your belonging too, is what I'm hearing. Because a lot of you guys, I think, grew up very lonely. I'm getting very lone wolf energy. Like, I travel alone, I do things alone, I operate alone, I can only rely on myself. And now that's kind of transforming, because you're realizing, okay, I've had to rely on source heavily right now. I've had to rely on, you know, something bigger than myself, and realizing that, oh, that's not all there is. You know what I mean? Like, that's not all there is. There's more to this whole thing than what I thought there was, you know. And I realized in my expanded consciousness that I am never alone, you know, that 222 is all about having faith and connecting to the divine. So I think that is, wow, as I say that, 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Earth coming out here, balance, prioritization, and playfulness. I see that with this mind, body, and soul. When I think about like what exactly is, like, you know, this is not just a pump you up reading, but it's just showing you like also that with your growth, like with your expansion, like abundance comes with, like things come with this. You know what I mean? It's not just like, oh dang, like here I am, I got, you know, this amazing expanded consciousness, and then what am I going to do with it? Right? Okay, I did it, woo, you know, but this is literally being like, okay, what are the results of this? What are the amazing things that I've created from this? And I think abundance here is definitely a playfulness, like a healing your inner child is definitely big here. And also when I see this boat, butterflies could be significant. There are butterflies everywhere in this, but it makes me think too, and there's also, if you look behind this angel, there is a circle behind the head. So we've got the circles here. So circles might be significant. Something about, I'm hearing the circle of life from the Lion King. So Lion King could be significant too. And then I'm thinking of, even from there, where Mufasa says, everything that the light touches is ours. You know what I mean? So that's really special. Like when I think of that, because I think we often, again, think that we are alone. But when we think of everything that the light touches, you know, that's so expansive, so wide, so broad. And it just shows, like, again, this connectedness to you, to Mother Gaia, to things beyond yourself, to source energy, right? Again, this 2 of Earth here is giving me the energy of like playing again. You're starting to adventure again, go on little excursions, you know, you're feeling out what it feels like to be free, you know, to really enjoy what it feels like to be you again. And that's very, very special. And again, this balance and prioritization, I think with the 2 here is just even further showing that even through rough waters, like when I see that boat, you are able to keep yourself in a state of balance and keep yourself in a state of you know, steadiness, because you're like, I have a goal. I know exactly what I want to do here. I know what I'm trying to become. So if I stay steady and I do what I got to do, then I know I'm going to finally reach it somehow. And then look, here you are. Here you are with the confirmation message from source telling you all the things that you've done thus far. Like, congratulations, my friend. All right, what's this card here last on the side? All right, Four of Cups, distraction, self-absorption, and discontentment. Now, I think that's just confirming also the letting go of all this stuff and not seeing the golden chalice above your head that source has been holding there for you for quite some time. But it also makes me think of like looking outside of yourself for answers, or looking to, again, how I said before, looking to others for approval, for their validation, looking to them for something more when everything is right in front of you. Everything is coming from the Most High. The most abundant part of you is coming from that. But you were looking outside of yourself to try to find yourself. And source is like, nah, man, like that's not gonna work out. That's just not gonna work out. Like, you can't look outside of yourself for the things that were meant to be found inside. And you, again, are this wise individual. And I think you spread so much knowledge to other people. You're like, well, where is mine, source? Like, where is my knowledge? Who's going to help me? Who's going to be the one to give me the knowledge? Who's going to share with me? And because I've shared so much, like, you've given so much, and source is saying like, yes, you gave so much. We acknowledge that you gave, but you weren't in the receptive mode. When you're in this over giving moment, you cannot be in the receptive mode because you're not giving to yourself. It's a balance. When things are in balance and you're giving and receiving, that's when you are in the most abundance. But when you're over giving, when you're giving past your means, right? That means you're not giving from a place of purity. It's giving from a place of lack. And that's what source was trying to get you to understand, is you were looking at more as like, oh, if I have more, if I give more, if I do more, if I push harder, then I'll get more. But that's not the case. You're not meant to get more by doing more all the time. Source is saying you can have in simple amounts. Like, this is very simplifying. Like, even this person here standing like this, it feels very simple. Like, everything just got simplified, right? So I feel like that's what you're sitting in, is this very simple, precious moment. And you're acknowledging that that is something that's been missing from your life. And here you are, again, experiencing this beautiful, like, this beautiful transformation. Again, butterflies could be very significant here. And I think I just switched the cards and we got the moon on the other side. Intuition, illusion, revelation. I feel like maybe there were some people that were like, you know, kind of manipulating you into thinking that you, and then look on the bottom in reverse. Hello, source. Thank you. Prosperity, contentment, Four of Wands in reverse here. But they were manipulating you into thinking, sirens going off, alarming, thinking in this like, wow, that's crazy loud. But thinking in this state of almost like, I don't think I can function alone. I don't think I can do this by myself. Even making you think so much less of yourself that you weren't able to, you went so far deep into this like negative space that you weren't able to celebrate yourself. You were just constantly ripping yourself to shreds because they were also doing that too, right? They were having their contentment, their prosperity, their celebrations. But the only way they thought they could do that is to keep you under wraps in the moon, and the illusion that you weren't meant to have this simple life, that you were meant to live something kind of beneath them. But that's not anywhere near what the universe hadn't planned for you. And I think when I see this one dog howling, it's like, this is that, again, that lone wolf energy, that calling out, hoping that there's more. But if you look, there's two dogs here, right? So that lone wolf was calling out, and then all of a sudden it was the illusion. There's something separating, but there was the illusion that he was alone. But in fact, there were two. And that's what source is trying to show you, is that there's more of you. There are more people like you out here. There are more people who are looking. Wow. Thank you, source. Look at this. Ego, illusion again, dependency, materialism, with the Page of Wands, creative, enthusiastic, and motivated. Like, there are more people out there that are in this creative energy, that are in this enthusiastic, motivated energy. It was an illusion that they were kept from you. You guys were kept from each other, honestly. I feel like a lot of people in this new collective have been kept from each other. We've been spread out all over the world. And I believe that with my whole heart. We've been spread out all over the world. We were little pieces of light in a sea of darkness. So we're meant to kind of like spread the light in the darkness, but it's so consuming for the darkness to see the light. It freaks them out. And so they try to like dim it and push it underneath because they're like, well, no, we're not used to this, right? And so then when the light gets, you know, kind of dimmer, they're like, phew, I can live again. But then it keeps us from being able to find each other, right? It keeps us from being able to find each other. And right now we're in this uprising because we've all decided, you know what? I've realized that the light can never be dimmed. The light can never be taken away from me. It can never extinguish because the source comes from something so much bigger than myself, right? It's not this human body. It's more than me. And so the illusion of that, the materialism, all that stuff goes away. We realize, oh, that stuff doesn't matter. And now I can become this page of fire and I can find other people who are like me. You know what I mean? To ignite me, to make me grow into more than what I assumed. You know what I mean? That it was all an illusion, that it was all me thinking I was alone out here, but there are more of me's out here. And I think that's what Source is connecting you to right now at this time, is there are more of you out here. Okay? I love this. I love this energy so freaking much. All right, let's see here. Let's get some angel messages. So our first angel message is from Archangel Gabriel. Hello, heal the child within. I'm going to put this down here by this Two of Earth. Heal the child within, because I told you that's what you're doing, is you're healing your inner child. You've done a lot of inner child healing work. But it says, there are parts of yourself you had to abandon in your early years in order to survive, but now it's essential to reclaim all those parts in order to thrive. The child within you requires some tender, loving care at this time, so let them come to the surface and express all the needs that need to be shared. Hold them with compassion and give them radical healing, understanding, and love. I let healing and light reach all parts of myself. So what's amazing about this, guys, is like, I feel like with this Two of Earth here, just prioritizing again with your mind, your body, and your soul, I think connecting back to that inner child in ways that you never thought that you would again are going to be really helpful here. So any childhood dreams that you're like, oh, I don't know if that was ever something I was able to complete or able to do as a child. Now is the time to be bringing those things out. Now is the time to be trying that stuff. Even if it feels a little like silly or outlandish, or you think somebody might think differently of you, like who cares? The point is it's your healing time. It's your healing time. Okay. It's time for you to be healed. It's time for you to enjoy healing. And because you would be supportive of anyone else. You wouldn't be telling them, ew, don't heal your inner child. Ew, don't take that ballet class that you always want to take. Ew, don't, go and like snowboard. You know what I mean? Like whatever the things are that you want to do, don't go to that art class. Don't go running because you always wanted to run. Like whatever it is, it doesn't matter. The point is that you're not telling them to do that. So why are you worried about someone else telling you to do that? Because the point is that you are supported by Source. And if someone else is telling you to do that, they got to go. They're not a part of it, right? They're not a part of your loving energy. They're not allowed to be in your life right now because you are in a healing process. And when you're in a healing process, you have to suck it down and weed out the crap, okay? I'm seeing dandelions, thinking of weeds. But dandelions are one of the most healing plants on the planet. So there's something to be said there. We've got Uriel. It's going to be okay. Ooh, I love this. No matter what's happening, it's going to be okay. Everything is working out for you. The angels of light are shining upon you, your situation, and anyone involved. If you're feeling overwhelmed or anxious, know this is a reminder of how much you care about things turning out well, and they will turn out well. Thank you, Uriel, for helping me trust in the process. I think, for you guys, this is a big process. This is a big uprising. This is totally different than something you ever thought you would ever be doing. So it's scary, right? I'm getting Gemini energy here, heavy Taurus energy. It's scary to be in this state of like complete change, complete transformation. It's a little alarming too, to see yourself. You're like, wow, it's like I'm seeing myself again, but like I was so unrecognizable for so long. Like, how do I let that part of myself go? How do I let that part of myself release? And Source is like, you just let it go. You just say goodbye. It's not a part of you anymore, so you just have to let it go. She's still there. We love her. We love them. But we are not attaching ourselves to that individual anymore, because they don't know what's best for us at this time. We only know in this present moment, again, the precious present moment, what is best for us. So we have to give them some grace and, you know, thank them for the work that they've done to try to protect us. But we don't need that protection right now. We got to get going. We got some stuff we got to do. We got to feel through this energy and let ourselves be seen. You know what I mean? All right, let's see what our last angel message is here. The Shekinah. Give the gift of your presence. Wow. We're talking about presence. So important here. Now is the time to show up in ways you have never shown up before. Get present with those you love and care about. Go beyond distractions and direct yourself back to the current moment so that you can enjoy the blessings that surround you. Instead of focusing on where you are going or what has previously happened, enjoy the beauty of the here and now. You are meant to be in the present moment, my friend. The activation is, I awaken to the blessings of the present moment. I'm going to switch these because I feel like it's important to have the present on the present. You know what I mean? Like, have this. And I want to show you guys this beautiful angel here. Like, oh my gosh, gorgeous. And I'll show you, this is Gabriel, just so you can see them. Like, all watching over you. Heavy divine feminine here. And a lot of gold, it seems like, in their energy. So gold might be significant for you guys. Gold jewelry. Or gold light. Maybe like warm light versus cool light. But yeah, I just feel like, you know, everything is going to be okay. It is a lot to digest. It's a lot to go through this spiritual awakening. And it may feel as though you're doing it by yourself, but just remember there are other lights out there. Thank you, confirmation. Ding. There are other lights out there that are looking for you. They're just trying to, you know, once you ignite, once you allow yourself to beam, like, look at this. I need to see this. Hold on. Let me pull these down so you can see this really quickly. Once you allow yourself to beam, right? Like, look at this beautiful beam. And shine, they'll be able to find you. They'll be able to see you. They will know, oh my gosh, it's like a call from wherever, you know, like they'll know that this is another one of their people calling out to them. So that's really what Source is like bringing in here, is that energy of you finding your people, you realizing that this spiritual journey has been something. It's been something, but it's definitely been worth it. And it is going to be even more worth it once you see even more of the benefits of the things that are coming to you and the realizations that you let all this stuff go for good. Okay, I'm going to draw a couple more tarot on the top. And Source is saying one more angel. So we're going to see what our last angel message is, because it feels very important. Source, what is our last angel message? Metatron. Ooh, I love Archangel Metatron. Here we go. Let's see what's going up with this. Oh, can't make it up. Can't make it up. You have a divine calling. God and the angels are recruiting you. I told you. Where you are is where you have been strategically placed. Trust that what you are facing now has everything to do with what you are here to heal, and that it will lead to a life that is aligned to meaning and purpose. You are here to make a difference, and it must begin with where you are right now. I am ready to fulfill the call of my soul. That is magic. Magic. Oh my gosh. I love when Source gives confirmation like that. I love that, because that just makes me feel so, it just makes me feel so good to know that, like, obviously, like, we're speaking through the divine here, but like when the cards come out saying exactly what I just said, like, confirmation for everybody. Love it for you. Love it. And then Source is saying we're going to do one more from each. So we'll do one more tarot. Let's see what the last tarot card is of this reading. Oh, look how cute. Oh my gosh, look at you. Look at you learning. Look at you learning and like getting, okay, I'm gonna put this here like this. Look at you learning. This is the essence of where you're at right now. You're just a student. You are a student of the divine right now, currently just in abundance, looking for opportunity. The butterfly has appeared again. So butterflies and feathers could be significant as well. And maybe those are symbols that you should be looking for coming up here. And it doesn't have to be like the physical, you know, insect or like a feather. Like it could be someone's tattoo. It could be a sign on a billboard or something. But it's, you know, looking for the things that catch your eye that have these things on them. Again, more gold, abundance everywhere, a circle. That is coin, baby. Confirmation ding over there. Like we are in the full representation of you right here. You are this Ace of Pentacles, this Ace of Earth. And it ain't nothing but the truth. It ain't nothing but the truth coming through here. Other than like you are in the receptive mode. You're in the mode of learning. You're in the mode of gaining new knowledge, of accepting your purpose, you know, and that's, it's a big responsibility, but like, look how smart. Look how smart he is. Look how willing he is. He's smiling his little heart out. You know, like he's smiling his little heart out. Okay, last card of the reading, guys. Thank you all so much for hanging with me during this. I'm so grateful. Wow, I can't even make it up. Source, you're crazy. Look at the circle. Look at the circles. Look at the circles, the beautiful little orbs. Let this be your sign. I got chills all over my body on this one, guys. Oh my gosh, if you're here and you went through this whole reading to the end, oh my gosh, I can't even take the energy. It's like, I'm freaking out. Let this be your sign. Let this be your sign that, again, you are this Ace of Pentacles. You are in this abundant energy. If you needed that little, everything's going to be okay, then this is that confirmation for you guys. Like, amazing, amazing reading, guys. I'm so, I can't stand it like that. I have to turn it. I'm so grateful for you guys being here. Like, again, just so synchronistic throughout the entire reading. I'm so grateful to have you. It's been a pleasure, and you know I love you guys, and I'm just, again, so grateful to be in your presence for this and for you allowing me to guide you in this message. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, the link will be in the description box. Until then, and until next time, I'll see you then. Bye, guys.